What are you waiting for? Like, bro, when I say take control of your life, I mean like do it like now. Like you don't really understand or think about like how much time you have. But life is going by so fast, bro. You got to take control. Like I know like you think life will like sit around or wait or catch up to you, but it really doesn't, bro. It just keeps going. And like if you try to fit in or do all this other stuff that you think like people or life expects of you, like you think you have to like make this amount of money, or you think because people are telling you like you got to be able to support yourself or support whatever, like you got to do certain things, but you don't have to, bro. You like what you think you should be doing is really what you should be doing. Like those little thoughts you get in your head where you're like, oh, maybe I should do that, or oh no, that'd be like awkward, or you get those little butterflies in your stomach, or you think it would be weird. Like those are the things you should really be doing. Like those are like what life wants you to, like the path life wants you to go down. Like all these other paths that you're going down, like they all come to an end point. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought I wanted to play basketball, and I thought that was really what I was supposed to do. And like life was always showing me why I shouldn't be playing basketball. Like I know you're gonna fail at everything you do in life, and failure is the key to success. Like you have to fail in order to succeed. But like when I didn't make the basketball team, or like let's give another example. Music too. I felt like music. I was making music at one point, and I need to explain more. This is my first video, but I need to explain more. So for the longest time, I thought I was supposed to be making music. And I really enjoy music, and I really look up to a lot of artists. And that's why I wanted to create music. And it was a way for me to vent and get out what I was feeling. So that was like an important, good thing in my life. But like looking back at like who I used to be, I would tell him like, yeah, this music is good, but like, are you really trying to do this music just to like, just because you really enjoy it? Or do you think you'll get something out of it? Like, do you think that making this music will make you higher or look good in other people's eyes? Like, when it comes to like what you really want to do, it's really that thing that like you feel like you feel like is impossible, but it's really possible. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you feel yourself being called to it constantly, but you're like, nah, that'd be cringy, or nah, that'd be weird. But no, that's really what you should be doing. Like, and every little path that you go down in life that ends is like an opportunity for you to take that little path. Like, say like when you get hired at a job, or you like start like going down a pathway, and say you either like quit that job, you get fired, or you end that path. That little amount of time in between things where you're like sitting there kind of like clueless or confused with life, not knowing what to do. Maybe you go through like a little sadness or depression point in your life. Like those are your opportunities. You get those thoughts in your head where you're like, fuck, what if I like just created a YouTube channel? Like, or what if I like did that thing that I really want to do? But instead of doing that, you push it to the side because you're like, nah, that'd be cringy. And you're like, you look for those more realistic things that you think are realistic in your head, or you think that like people will look up to you for. Like if you just fuck around and you lose your job, and then you tell your mom or your clueless brother or somebody like that you're like, oh, like, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. They look at you kind of funny, like, yeah, but like, is that realistic? Like, are you gonna be able to support yourself or your future or like whatever you need to like do or support? It's like they almost look at you funny, like, and that's why you get that cringy feeling inside, because it's not because of you. You know, if you really, really put the effort into it, that you could do it. But like, for some reason, you get that like feeling, and it's because of other people. It's not even because of yourself. That's the crazy thing. Like, it's really not because of you. It's other people. Like, why you get those feelings. If there was no fucking family, no friends involved, like, just forget everybody in the world. Say you had all the confidence. You know you would do that. You know you would take that path you know you're supposed to go down. But you don't. And you had like, just get started, bro. You got to do it. Like, think in your head, if you don't do this shit, like, it's only you. Like, it's only gonna benefit you. It's not gonna, like, it's no one else's life. If you don't start now, like, your future self is gonna look back at you and be like, damn, bro, if only you would have started back then. And I know that's cliche, like, hella people say that, but it's so true. It's like, do you want to keep coming to these in-between points in your life where you lose a job or you quit or you end a pathway, and you have that little brief moment in between your life where you're just kind of stuck in the middle thinking what to do, and you're like, you know you should be doing that one thing, but you go down a different pathway again? Like, certain pathways build you up, and I won't say, like, I'm not gonna say that like it's not necessary you go down these paths, because everything in life does happen for a reason. But like, these in-between points are the times you should be taking action. Just go for what you know you should go for. And like, while you're younger, the little pathways do build you up, though. I'm not gonna say that, because I went through my little thing with the, like, when I wanted to play basketball, and when I didn't make the team, I went through a really tough point of like depression and sadness. But I know that was necessary, because that really, really showed me and put into perspective, like, that's not the path I'm supposed to go now. Like, it showed me like what life could be if I like am not disciplined and don't do what I know I need to do. And getting rejected by certain girls definitely was something that needed to happen, because that took me on a whole pathway of like sadness and realizing like self, like getting me down a pathway of self-improvement that I know I needed to go down. Well, I didn't know at the time, but like getting rejected by certain people really helped me become a man more, because if I didn't, I know I would just be a yes man and like say yes to everybody and just be the Mr. like, you know, nice guy kind of person. But I know getting rejected by certain people really helped me and put me down a good path. So certain pathways are necessary. Then also, one that I recently ended was like boxing, fighting. And that was a really good pathway, because it helped me a lot with being super disciplined in life, and it gave me a huge sense of confidence. Just knowing how to fight is a huge confidence booster, and I recommend it to everybody. Like, not saying you have to fight, but I feel like everybody should learn how to fight. But anyway, that's not the topic I'm trying to discuss. I'm just saying, like, yeah, there's certain pathways when you're younger, especially as a teen, going up maybe through your early 20s and stuff. But those little brief moments in between paths where you have that like little moment of silence and you don't know what to do, and you get those little thoughts, those cringy thoughts where you're like, fuck, if I did that, like, people are gonna like play my videos in public, or they're like gonna think I'm weird, or like, what the fuck is he talking about? Fuck that, bro. Those are the, like, when you get those feelings, that means you should really do it. That means just go after it, bro. Fuck what everybody else thinks. Like, go after it, and you know you can accomplish it. Like, I know you know inside you can accomplish that. Like, look at the other shit you did. Like, you didn't think you would, like, just looking at myself, I didn't think I'd get in the ring and fight, but I did that shit. I won a couple, I lost one. Like, but, like, that's the point. When you do something, like, looking at myself when I do something, I know I get obsessed with it, and, like, I gotta accomplish it. So I know I can do this shit. I know I can do this YouTube thing, and deep down inside, I know it's always what I wanted to do. Because when I was a little kid, I was making stupid ass videos. Back then, I was making like fucking like videos of video games and just random shit. But I enjoyed that shit. That shit was fun. I should have followed that from the beginning when I was a little kid. But life catches up to you, and people like you start to care what other people think, bro. Fuck what other people think. Fuck what other people think, bro. You know what you should be doing. Like, just, bro, do it. Like, whatever it is. It could be YouTube. It could be music. Bro, it could be an NFL player, an NBA player. If you have those little brief moments and you know that's really what you should be doing, bro, do it. Like, you know you should start that business that you're thinking about. You know you should make clothes. So why don't you do it? Like, I bet right now you're in that little space in between a pathway, and that's why you clicked on this video. That's exactly why you clicked on this video. And I know you love, bro, stop thinking, just do it. I promise you. Meet the mistakes and the failures and the like crossy roads as you come. But just start now. Get the little butterfly feelings out of your stomach and just go for it, man. Like, that's what I'm doing right now. Like, today, I'm starting. I can't turn back, bro. I gotta look at this video and I gotta just post it. I have to. Like, if I don't, I'm never gonna start. And, like, fuck what other people think, man. Like, it feels good getting this off my chest. And I hope you do what it is you know you're set out to do. And I'm wishing you the best. I'm grateful you're watching this. And, yeah, do what you need to do.